be older. I mean, you would think that he wouldn't just try to give himself up that easy. I'm just hoping that it's a awkward coincidence, all of these. Because if I don't know anything about vampires, only from what I've watched in movies, but I feel like garlic's like doesn't that like kill Dracula instantly or something?
Yeah, I mean, garlic, holy water, and crosses, right? That's the
Yeah, the
larger
Trinity or
three.
whatever. Yeah. So I mean, and like I said, he ate. And once I smelled Mr. Gunplay's breath, I knew he soaked that thing in garlic. So literally had garlic breath for 2 days. Same thing with Mr. Graves. But I don't know. He came back to life when I administered epinephrine. So maybe, I don't know, because our information comes from old movies and things like that. Maybe they didn't have epinephrine injectors for people who were, vampires
For
were thought to be.
vampires in the 1500s and stuff. Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems
exactly.
logical.
So, but I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I would hope being a vampire, he would be smarter than to, especially like I said, his job makes it innately that he wouldn't need to go out and just randomly bite people.
You're
If
trying to
he,
add logic to a vampire. That's what you're trying to
I guess that is true, yeah.
do.
But I mean, I don't.
He's a vampire. He doesn't need to bite, but he probably has an urge he can't resist.
I
I
second
mean,
that.
it's an urge to eat.
People.
I don't. I don't think that's a zombie.
They consume their blood through a bite, right?
Yeah, yeah. He also has a heartbeat, and I've seen him in a mirror.
Oh, yeah, Doc. Yeah, Doc is right.
Those are two other things. Like I purposely took him into our washroom and walked him in front of the mirror, and I could see his reflection. And
Okay.
like I said, I've hooked him up to an ECG. So I don't. I'm no like I said, I'm no vampire expert because I don't think vampires are real. But I thought they were like dead, like zombies, like they wouldn't have a heartbeat.
Okay. I have another theory about him.
Okay.
I don't think his name is based off the story of Lazarus. I believe he is Lazarus.
Like from the Bible?
From the yeah. Do you know his date of
That
birth?
no. It would be in my records somewhere. Um but wouldn't I mean
223 to
okay,
descend.
so hear me out.
Oh, never mind. 22.
Wouldn't that make him a zombie then? Because Jesus is a zombie, right?
What?
I mean,
Dead for
he's
multiple days, came back to life. Is that not a zombie?
You're right,
I don't
but
believe
yeah,
in the Lord and stuff. Myself,
Yeah,
I'm atheist, but ah, it's confusing.
yeah. That's what I'm. I also don't put much into superstition like that. But I don't know. I. It, but what you're saying is, if you think he's Lazarus, that means that I don't like thinking like that. I don't like thinking that that's a thing because that would mean that the whole book on the Bible and shit is true.
I don't
Because
like
that
that idea either, but he said that he was based on that story. I had not heard that story before. Did a little research on it. Apparently,
you've never heard of
Lazarus.
Lazarus?
I have
Yeah, that's the
not.
only
No.
other. Yeah, that's the only
It's
other
pretty
person.
important, actually. It's actually a
Yeah,
pretty
it
important
is.
story. I just
Yeah, it is a
realized.
very important story to the
Yeah.
Bible. Yeah, technically, it's like one of their hinging factors on miracles that Jesus
Yeah, it's how
did.
Jesus proved that he was the Son of God.
Yeah.
And then he did it to himself.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, that's I don't know. That's why I say like I will put more thought but that's I don't. Do we even like what is actually vampire and what is what isn't? Because man throws their shit into so many different things that I don't even know. Like, so what if he can be seen in a mirror even if he's a vampire?
We don't know what's
how do
true
we know?
anymore.
Yeah, exactly. How do we even know that? Like, I mean, because he literally wears a cross around his neck.
Oh, does he? I didn't realize that.
It's under his cloak.
Okay.
I mean, he may not anymore, but the first couple days he wore it. Maybe it might not have been a cross. Maybe it might have been an ankh from Egyptian times. I don't know.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I now I have to I'll have to reevaluate this, and I'll have to get back to you, Mr.
We just
Steelheart.
need to keep an eye on him. Make
That's what I
sure.
will definitely keep a much closer eye. But I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't know what could be vampire-ish activities now. Besides drinking blood, we're pretty set on that. That's got to be a vampire thing. Got to be. I fucking hate people so much.
Yeah, do you have any other hematologist specialist that you could maybe double check his work, make sure he's doing everything correctly?
That is actually me. Yes, I am his. That's
Okay.
why I brought him in, because I didn't want to have to do the blood work anymore for the
Okay.
hospital. So I brought Mr. Graves in as
223
my
to Steelheart.
liaison to the
Go
town
ahead.
folks, and he does
We can
just
send people to
blood
jail
drives
for
and
like
things like
overdose.
that on his spare time.
For invoices, do it through the phone. To send them
Yeah,
off,
it's
it's think about
You tell them
KLM.
to flex their G muscle one time, or we are not going to heal them. The flexing G muscle 1,000 times is really starting to kill me. Ugh. Got to get that fixed.
Yeah, well, maybe people don't realize that it's working. That could be a thing too.
Yeah, that's why we've been telling people for the last two and a half days. But I don't know. It's just, yeah, being nice is hard
Yeah,
when
it
all you hear is
doesn't
ba-ding,
pay
ba-ding,
off.
ba-ding, 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 ba-ding,
Yeah.
ba-ding, ba-ding. We literally get 1,000 messages on our phone saying, "Hey, hey, 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 help," from the same person. All right, I will take note of all of this. And I'll have to keep a closer eye.
And do you know the
I'll
type of
start
car
double
that he
checking this.
drives as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He drives a Hearst.
Yeah, with like a Count Dracula or something on the side of it.
I think it's a like a zombie in the back of it.
Yeah, the zombie.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's gotta be special effect. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
it's gotta
wonder when
be.
he purchased that vehicle, how long he's had it. Well, I guess he could. I mean, like I said, if he's either a zombie, a vampire, a mix between
Are
the
all of
two,
them?
maybe if we think he's Lazarus, maybe Jesus is helping him out again. Because I shot the guy 10 times in the head. He stabbed the
Oh,
guy with what Lazarus said was rabies. I don't know nothing about the blood work, so I just have to accept that it was true. He also told me he is immune to all blood diseases, such as rabies.
I mean that is a statistical anomaly that happens in humans. Um, it's very few cases actually of that happening, but yeah, there are a few. Yeah, you can silence your notifications
That's a
through your
wonderful thing,
settings.
ain't it?
It's so, or you can
Yeah.
throw your phone in airplane mode and you won't receive them either.
There you go.
But then we won't know that they're there, and then we'll just have to deal with the same thing when your phone goes off from airplane. It's we just have to train them. We have to teach them. We have to let them know that flex it once and blah blah blah, or the problem will just persist. So. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Steelheart, because like I said,